So this is a little intro into proportion diagrams. There's other ways to do proportions, but this is just one of the strategies. So the question here is Noah is trying to save $480 to buy a bike. He has saved 55% of what he needs. So you're going to draw a diagram to represent the situation. So one part will be the percentage. So the bottom is 0% and the upper part is 100%. And then this is kind of a double number line. So the bottom is all percents. So like 50%. And we're looking for 55%, somewhere in this range here. And the upper amount is going to be the dollars. So we know that if he buys the bike, 100% of the bike, you can only buy 100%, I imagine, unless you're doing some type of sharing program. That is $480. And so I want to start building a visual kind of understanding of the numbers, and this will help me to estimate if my answer is reasonable. So 100% is 480. So half of that, or 50%, half of that is 240. So that I know my answer is going to be a little bit before 200, a little bit above $240. Now, I always think it's kind of helpful to find out 10%. So 10% is the same as 1/10. So I'm looking for 1/10 of 480, or you can say 0.10. And so kind of doing our fractions here, we can simplify and we get $48. Now, with that, so I can figure out pretty much 60% here is 50% plus 10% gives me 60%, or I can say 240 and 48, which is 288. So that's the 60%. So my answer is kind of halfway between those. So other kind of ways to go about this is you can think about like, oh, 10% is, and I'm looking to get 5% more. So how can I figure this out? Well, at 10%, half of that is 5%, and half of this is $24. So basically, to get 55%, 5% plus 50% is 55%. And if I'm looking at it from the dollar perspective, $24 and $240 gives me the 55%, which is 200 and, so I can, oopsie. So if you need to do it that way, do it that way. So $264. That's my 55%. Okay? So once again, you're trying to get an understanding. So the diagrams are just a way to kind of give you a sense and an understanding of, does your answer look reasonable? Some people can actually go all the way to this. There are other strategies that are a little shorter, but I think it's helpful to just understanding approximately where your answer is going to be, and then this is one tool that will work to help you get the answer. So how much has he saved so far? The question, we just answered that, is $264. Next question is, how much does he still need to save? So the total cost was $480. He has saved $264. So when we do the subtraction on that, we get that he still needs to save $216. Okay, and then it also says, what is that? I'm going to move that up in a second. What is your answer as a percent? So I'm going to write 260. So this is a part to whole relationship. That's the fraction, and then we multiply it by 100. We get the percent. So I'm writing a little kind of formula there for us, so that equation there for us. So my part is I have $216. That's how much he's saved so far. The whole was the $480. So this gives me a fraction, but I'm not looking for a fraction. I'm looking for my answer as a percent. So I'm going to multiply it by 100. Okay. And then I'm going to do my simplifying. Okay, so simplifying here, we can divide by 10. 10, divide here by 10, we get 48. Each of these is divisible by, I can simplify further here. So this is even, divide by 2, 5, divide by 2, 24. And then 216 divided by 24 is actually, 24 goes into there 9 times. 24 goes into there 1 time. So I basically get 9 times 5, which is 45. Once again, we're looking for a percent. Now, if you'd really been thinking about it, so once again, it's good to go back to the part over whole times 100 to get the percent. However, if you'd really been thinking about it, he had saved 55%. So how much is left? 45%. So we didn't even really need to do all of that math if you'd been thinking about the context, the whole context of the problem. So I'm going to have you try one. So at this point, I'm going to put up a problem. Okay. So kind of similarly structured. So I'm going to have you hit the pause button, and then I'm going to put the answers there for you. Okay. So try it out, see if you can get it on your own, and then the answers will be there in just a moment. Okay, so in terms of your diagram, once again, it's good to have the 100%, the 50%. I didn't mean to give you the same percentage on both problems, but I did. Oh well. So we can kind of see that the number is going to be a little bit over 300%. See if you can find the 10% and the 5% now. Once again, 10% means 1/10. We're multiplying that 600 times 0.1. Okay, so once again, thinking about 10% is 10% of 600 or 1/10 or 0.1. So doing that math, whichever way, fraction, decimal, percent helps you most, you get 60. And then we look for half of that, 5%. So 30, and then we're going to combine to get 55%. So our target is right here, 55%. We're going to add the 5% and the 50%, the 5% and the 50%. So 30 plus 300 is $330. Okay? And then try to find out how much she needs to save and the percent. Okay, so once again, the total was 600. She already saved 330. So she's going to need to raise another $270. Once again, she's raised 55%. So it's basically 100% minus the amount she's raised already, gives you the amount that she still needs to raise. And my apologies that I picked the same numbers percentage-wise as before. Okay, so once again, do a couple of practice like this, and it really helps to do some practice and coming back to the videos to help you out. Okay, good luck with that.